Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. We're back for the second part of this Animal Crossing Pumpkins filler special. Last time we were introduced to our four new people: HippCatt, a Beefbig Stromboli, a 30-in-law, WiggleZ, and Chaddius, residents of Zebrigenstead Island, who mysteriously found a pumpkin and Jack's cloak washed up on the shore. Now they have decided to throw a big pumpkin carving and costume contest situation, but one of the other villagers they found and asked to post about it on the town board, Dewey, has shown up missing, and his clothes are filled with pumpkins. Let's find out what happens this week on RPG Pals Club.
I'm Sam. I'm playing HippCatt, the smug rock and roll hippo.
I'm Madison, and I am playing Beefbig Stromboli, attorney at law, the cranky official bull who just wants to sue Tom Nook really bad.
I'm Jean. I'm playing WiggleZ, capital Z. I'm a sisterly cute hamster, mostly blue, and I think it would just be so sweet and nice if KK Slider came to our island.
And I'm Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. I am the historical jock lion Chaddius. He likes 300 because that's how many crunches he does every day to maintain that six-pack.
And once again, I am Luke, your game master, playing everybody else. So, we are outside of Town Hall in the town posting board where good friend Dewey, the flashy, lazy honeydew cat, is missing. Their clothes filled with pumpkins instead.
Okay.
So is it that, there is a pumpkin inside of their clothes where they should
There
be?
are multiple pumpkins inside their clothes where they should be.
So it's set up like a snowman, only pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay. Stromboli, if we get some of your fancy pens and draw Dewey's face on these pumpkins, it'll be like nothing ever went wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's clear that Dewey's pumpkins, but someone's going to notice. So if we just draw like Dewey's face on these pumpkins, then it's like nothing ever happened. And, it's just Dewey. He's just looking kind of sick here at the Halloween party that's gone off without a hitch.
Why would you assume that this is Dewey when the obvious answer is that Dewey has taken off all of his clothes and put a bunch of pumpkins in there, which is incredibly illegal, stripping and running around naked.
Unless he did it inside his house. I think he probably just made a little scarecrow pumpkin man of himself to show the spirit of the season.
Oh, I mean, those would be way more reasonable conclusions to jump to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're all slowly turning into pumpkin people or anything.
Yeah, because...
No, that would be even more irrational to jump to.
Yeah.
I just thought he was kidnapped or some shit, but...
Especially because that seemed to happen really fast and not slow at all. Like if it happened to one of us, it would just... You wouldn't know that it happened.
Yeah, so if one of us was a pumpkin, then we would know, and then that would be proof. But maybe we should just in case, get everyone else into the town center so they can help us with the setup for the party.
Yeah.
And not to check that they're not pumpkins.
Right.
Because they're probably not.
No.
Yeah.
My invitations were properly received, correct?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I showed everyone in town my new cloak, and...
Then there is no doubt that they will come, because that was, in fact, a binding contract.
Yeah, I mean, I did what you said. I said their full name and told them that they were being served this invitation.
Yes.
And
Perfect.
then really made sure that they caught me in, all the angles on this cloak.
Your angles are highly appreciated.
Thank you. Wow.
I immediately turn around and start examining the post board to see if Dewey left a note or not.
Yeah, you do see that there is a note left on the board,
Uh-huh.
and it reads, "Hey, there's gonna be a pumpkin thing later on. Oh, am I turning into a pumpkin? Ah, ah, ah."
We got it.
Oh,
And then there's a small drawing of a pumpkin at the end.
Beefbig, read that out loud.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I will have read that out loud to everyone, so it's clear that he is playing a cruel trick on us. If anybody is feeling any sort of emotional damage, let me know, and I will obtain money for you by suing Dewey
Oh, that's good.
for emotional distress.
well, I don't need any bells. I get all I need from nature.
Yeah, no, I could use some bells. Like,
Yeah, like speak for yourself. Come on, man.
I am. I specifically said I.
man, this is messing me up, man. Oh, man.
Maybe don't wear that cloak, maybe. Just in case it's... I know you love fashion.
I just want to point out that, like, he wasn't wearing the cloak. So if we're considering causes, wearing the cloak doesn't seem super likely, but I totally get where you're coming from, and I, like, want you to understand.
So you found the pumpkin on the beach. You know who sometimes ends up on our beaches?
Who?
Face down with his bill in the sand?
I don't know.
That pelican man. Do you think he turned into a pumpkin? And the rest of his body washed out into the ocean?
No, it couldn't be. Because this is
wonder
Jack's
if
cloak,
you'd-
not Gulliver's.
I mean, you could try and call Gulliver.
His phone's usually broken into 4 or 5 pieces. I try to give him a ring.
Yar, this be Gulliver.
Hi, Gulliver. I was just making sure you were doing okay and not turning into pumpkins. Are you going to be here for our pumpkin festival and costume contest?
Nar.
Well, alrighty. You haven't heard anything funny about any sort of mischievous folks or wizards or witches or anything like that turning folks into other things, have you? You know, your piratey adventures?
I mean, I've heard many a tale during my seafaring days. There's a time that I wrestled the Kraken, a beast bigger than the biggest mountain that lived under the sea.
I'm going through a tunnel. I'm sorry. I got it. Let's hang up. Okay, so it seems like it wasn't him.
Well,
Do you
listen.
think the town's cursed?
No. I mean, it's got that smell, but cursed, I think, is something else entirely.
What if the smell is a curse? You ever thought about it? I've been wondering about that smell forever.
If it is cursed, then we should find the proponent of this curse and sue them.
Yes. Yeah. The only other person I can think of that has any other sort of power in this town is Mr. Nook.
I stand up straight. My time has come.
Yeah, he'd probably know if he built this thing on a cursed island.
I'm sure he wouldn't. Probably didn't get it for cheap or anything.
Let us go to... Wait, we are at Town Square.
Yeah.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
So,
We go inside one at a time.
ding, 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 ding. And Isabel is comfortably wearing a cardigan, and Tom Nook is also comfortably wearing another cardigan.
Classic.
And they're both working at their desks.
Tom, Izzy, check out this cloak that I have now.
Ah, well, howdy, y'all. That is a spooky looking cloak. Yes, where did you find the cloak, son?
Wow, I did find it, but, like, it's kind of rude for you to assume that I didn't just have it. But yes.
Did you come into it when you came into this world, son?
In a way?
Yeah, we're all born with an outfit.
In a way. Like, yes, technically I was born wearing the windbreaker, but, I mean, I'm wearing the cloak now, so it was on the beach.
Interesting. Yeah, that's so weird. Because that looks like Jack's cloak, but he's not supposed to be here for another week or so.
We also found this pumpkin. And I'm like, I reach into your inventory. So I'm take it out.
Yeah, it was with the cloak.
Interesting. Yeah, that is so weird. I mean, I know that you've been doing a great job growing some pumpkins yourself, WiggleZ.
I do the blush emoji and flowers appear behind my head.
But I've never heard of any of them coming up from the sea. Maybe it's some sort of sea pumpkin or something. That doesn't explain the cloak.
We have reasons to suspect that there is illegal dumping happening out in the ocean.
The dumpening.
The dumping.
To find out what the dumpening is.
Why do you believe that any...
Because why else would such a thing come to shore like this? We also have reason to suspect that something is happening to the villagers.
What sort of things are happening to the villagers?
We believe that there is a curse upon this island, and that the villagers are being turned to pumpkins.
That's right.
And there's a
Do
smell.
you have any knowledge about this curse?
Or the smell.
I don't know anything about the curse. Tom? No. I'm unaware of anything about this curse. When I settled on this island many months ago, everything seemed fine. There was a large amount of dinosaur bones, but nothing showing other life that has been here before.
So a dinosaur-based curse, then.
What if it's a dinosaur graveyard?
As for the smell, I have an understanding of where that is coming from. I am just unable to do anything about that. I have reported it several times to Greg.
Punchy Greg?
I am
Crossover.
unfamiliar with Punchy Greg.
Well, he's cranky. Cranky Greg?
No, Villager Greg, the human.
Oh, human Greg. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
He does like punching those trees, though.
He does, until the wasps.
Until the wasps.
Until the wasps.
Until the wasps.
Yeah, he doesn't do so well about those. He's always a bit too slow to get his net out, if you know what I mean.
He needs to learn to shake a tree with your net in your hand.
Well, you can't tell Greg too much of what to do.
No.
No, Greg does not listen very well at all.
Sometimes I get so nervous I can only get out 1 or 2 lines of conversation before I just talk about how nice of a day it is.
Perhaps we should send him a
Oh, isn't it such a nice day?
It's a beautiful day to pick mushrooms.
Yeah, so thanks for checking out this cloak. Man is now pumpkins, and that's just like something to think about, I guess, for all of us.
Yeah, I don't think you can collect bells from someone who's a pumpkin.
Yeah, that'd make things kind of difficult.
How many of you have I hit up for rent? You have moved here. You serve your purposes on this island.
I'm sorry?
Eventually you shall all leave,
No, I'm going to live here forever.
fading into dust.
Are you feeling okay, Mr. Nook?
Do I need to send you a very strongly worded letter about the amount of emotional damage you are currently causing me?
Oh, the slurping sound doesn't sound good.
That's good coffee.
Okay.
Well, if there's anything else I can do for y'all, just let me know.
I think maybe it's okay for now. You'll have a nice night.
Yes,
Maybe we'll go talk to Greg.
you all should have a nice night as well. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
And I leave.
Keep an eye on your mailbox, Nook.
After you leave, he says, I control the post office here, child. Isabel, cancel his box.
No, my box.
Y'all know I won't do that, Mr. Nook. I know. I just try so hard, and I'm painted as a villain. I know that we just smash cut away. So, where are you heading now?
How long has it been since we've seen Greg?
Maybe a week or so. He gets on infrequently.
Like he used to be here all the time. Mm-hmm. And then only for the seasonal events.
And then, like, for a while, he kept bringing a lot of people to the island, and they kept dropping stuff on the beach, and then coming back, and then...
Yeah, there are so many recipes for log chairs on the beach.
I've sent him many strong letters about the amount of other people coming along and dumping their items on the beach, polluting our system.
And also the giant monster statue. Who was that for?
It's very scary.
It looks out into the ocean, and I do not trust it.
It's like it's waiting. If anyone else has, if no one else has objections, I would like to gather the rest of the town folk, like Cannabis and Wesley and Bernice and Charcoal.
It seems like a very good idea.
Wesley.
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 All right. Well, do you want to just send out a group text?
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a fashion check with 2d6. So roll 2d6 and let me know how many of them are under your number.
Do we all roll or just...
No, just Wiggles.
Okay.
Just Wiggles. One of them is under my number. I got a 5 and a 3.
All right, so that is going to be a mixed success. The only person who immediately replies is Bernice, the flashy, normal, burly wood cat, who comes running out. It's like, hello, hello, hello.
Oh.
Good day.
Hello.
We do the twing emoji where like one of our foot goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I fully rotate to make sure she sees the cloak, and I'm like, oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I really like your cloak.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Hey, do you feel like pumpkins?
Like eating them?
Like in general, so yeah, but also,
No?
you know.
I mean, I don't know what you mean, but maybe I want to?
No, I know. But like, yeah, do you think you could get more people here?
I mean, I live near the other houses, and I didn't see anybody coming. Maybe they just don't like you all.
Wow.
Seems unlikely, but like, I do appreciate you bringing ideas to the table.
That's like what I enjoy doing. So, like, yeah.
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 do you think you can help us get everyone together?
That's when Pete comes by. What does Pete say in passing before going off to do Pete's own thing, Eric?
Pete says, oh, hey guys, did you stop by the shop for all the Halloween stuff? You guys should probably prep for that.
Of course, Pete.
But, like, Pete, the shop is on the whole other part of the island.
Right, yeah. What are you doing up here?
Well, listen, man, ever since I took over the business because of, I figured, hey, listen, what if I give back to the community a little bit?
I don't know what any of that means.
But it makes sense.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's from a previous adventure. And then I wink.
Wink.
Winks directly at the hammer.
Okay, well, have a nice night. Don't turn into pumpkins.
Oh, I won't. Hey, guys, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't turn into a pumpkin? Just joshing.
Yes.
And then he walks
I-
off.
I would be very glad if you didn't. Okay.
Why?
He's a
I mean,
rascal.
how do you turn into a pumpkin?
Well, apparently slowly enough that you can write a message that happens.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see now. And then Bernice starts to turn orange.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, no. No.
Chaddius tries to, smack her to get her to snap out of it.
Roll me a animal check.
Okay, my number's 2, and I'm going to roll above, so 4.
I'd roll another one.
Oh, I roll another one? Okay. 4 and another 4.
All right. So, yeah, you are able to smack her, and she stops turning orange. Says, "Oh well, I've never noticed how I could do that before."
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Why?
I don't know. Turning orange means you're sick and you can't get you're probably not getting enough protein, or your body's not giving you all the protein you need.
I mean, mostly I just eat fruit
You
here.
do that on purpose?
No, you see, you can just think about turning into a pumpkin.
I would like
And
to think
then-
about turning into a pumpkin.
Roll me a fashion check to see if you could resist actually turning into a pumpkin when you think about turning into a pumpkin.
Okay. I want to roll below 5.
That is what we call a mixed success. You think about turning into a pumpkin and you realize you now have a option to turn into a pumpkin, and your mind briefly considers turning into a pumpkin before you stop yourself. You must now not think about turning into a pumpkin.
Okay, fair enough. No, she's right. It's totally just like that.
Tell me everything you have been in contact with. We will find something we can do.
Like, are you talking to me?
Both of you.
I got up today,
I take out a pen and paper and I'm writing everything down.
listened to some music, did some crafting. I made a wooden block toy.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, I love to make a wooden block toy. I think it's going to get really popular, and then you can just say that you learned it from a celebrity like me.
Yeah, and then sometimes wooden block toy is the rare item at the store.
Wooden block toy equal pumpkin? Question mark, question mark.
All right. But yeah, and then after doing that, I decided to come out and walk because nobody wanted my recipe.
Aww.
No reaction as I am still focusing on not being a pumpkin.
Do you feel like if you were pumpkins, you could turn back?
I mean, pumpkins don't really think. I mean, I don't know if pumpkins think, if they think about being pumpkins. 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 Pumpkins.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pumpkins. Pumpkins.
Hit her again.
Pumpkins. Pumpkins.
I cover my ears.
I reach out to smack him again.
Roll one animal.
All right, one animal. I rolled a 6.
Woo.
Yeah, you smack her again. You can either help her, but you start thinking about pumpkins, or you're unable to help her this time.
I am going to... Well, as the beefiest, I might need to resist pumpkining the most, so I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, you try and smack her, but it does not do anything, and in fact, when you hit her, the pumpkin she has turned into fall apart.
No!
Oh no! I gather up and put her in my inventory. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix you. I think this all started when that pumpkin came on. Sorry, I should say a different word. When that gourd came onto the beach. What if we throw it back into the ocean? What if we put it on one of the Dodo's planes and drop it on another island?
Yeah, just the pumpkin. Yeah.
No.
Just the
gourd.
Squash.
Squash.
Only that, and not like the cloak. 'Cause clearly the cloak is fine.
I exchange glances with everyone.
I feel as though you were developing an unhealthy emotional attachment to the cloak.
Yeah. There could be a lost and found situation where you lose the cloak and we find our friends again.
Yeah, good idea. Listen, I'll make... What color is the cloak?
Purple.
Dark purple.
Dark purple? Listen, we're not going to be Spartans together if, like, you keep having a purple cloak. So, like, I'm going to get you a spare brown cloak I have, and then you could wear that cloak instead.
You know, it speaks to your character, like, how kind you really are, but I'm just going to save you some trouble and, like, keep the cloak. But that's really appreciated. Like, thank you.
Thaddeus makes the motion to try to rip the cloak off of him. HippCatt.
I do the shocked emoji.
I do the thinking emoji because is this considered assault?
So what would I need to make a check for?
To try and convince him?
He's tearing the cloak off.
Yeah, I'm ripping it off.
Then I think that's going to be a animal check versus HippCatt's fashion check.
All right.
So 2d6 for both of y'all.
Oh, I rolled double 2s!
A 4 and a 1.
So that is 1 also animal fashion. So Eric is unfortunately winning. Actually, you also got 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but my number's 2.
Mm-hmm. But Sam's number is 4, so
Okay.
they got 1 animal fashion, and their other one was also a success.
Okay.
All right. So, narratively, HippCatt does not want to get this, so I think what happens is you have just put HippCatt into your inventory, Chaddius.
Oh, no. Then in that case, I'm going to run down to the beach and dump him out of my inventory into the ocean.
Like, the beach or, like, the dock next to the plane? Or the fishing dock?
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm just going to, like, the dock, I guess.
Fair enough.
Because the dock's probably the closest to town center.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, HippCatt, you are dumped into the ocean with your cloak and with your pumpkin.
I mean, I think about what Wiggles said about maybe turning into pumpkins and drifting off into the ocean.
You begin turning into pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
No! Don't go to pumpkins!
Yes, I do.
No! The contest!
No!
KK Slider only comes to islands that are completely full!
And so the other 3 of you just watch as HippCatt accomplishes their goal of moving elsewhere into Pumpkinhood.
Becoming a pumpkin.
Join the tides as pumpkins.
This is far from ideal.
Why?
Hey, the cloak is just floating there.
I cast out and try to catch the pumpkin. Wait, is this before the deep dive? Can you go in the oceans yet, or is this pre?
No, you're able
pre-patch?
to to deep dive.
I try to I put on my what's the fish the swimming suit. Put on a swimming suit.
Do you have a swimming suit though?
Oh, I might not. How do I
I
get
don't
a
think
thing?
you do.
I can't get a thing, can I? Because I don't have any points.
Nope. It has been a very low rolling game.
I try to fish him.
All right, roll animal.
I believe this is illegal dumping.
I got a 1.
That is a failure. You try.
It's a fail. Oh, right, because I had to get above my number. Oh no!
Yep.
I catch a boot.
You try and fish, and instead a marlin is attracted and just spears through the pumpkin. Or one of the pumpkins.
I dropped my knees.
Where's the cloak right now?
The cloak is sinking into the water because pumpkins.
Yeah,
Well, pumpkins float.
right.
Maybe there's something weird about these pumpkins.
Got it.
Ah, they're full of bones.
Pumpkin bones.
The flesh pumpkin.
Flesh pumpkin. I'm writing a very strongly worded letter to Tom Nook. I am feeling a lot of emotional distress at the fact that I am living on a cursed island, and he must pay for damages.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
This is his island, so.
So, Chaddius, what are you up to?
Chaddius is Chaddius is going to try to just bury the cloak and leave it where it should be.
I mean, it's in the water. You can't necessarily go in after it.
Unless you had a swimsuit.
It's true.
And the tide is just slowly pulling it out to sea.
No.
Should we go buy a swimsuit? I don't have any recipes for one.
Well, I mean, Chaddius is probably in his Spartan armor, so he already has that leather Speedo on him. And that's a swimsuit.
If you want to go in, I need roll me 2 animal.
All right. I got a 4 and a 1.
Oof, that is a mixed success. You jump in and you are able to hold on to the cloak, but it is starting to pull you down as you begin to think about pumpkins. Do you let it go?
I let go of the cloak.
The cloak vanishes
Oh no!
due to Halloween magic.
Oh,
The worst kind of magic.
My god. I'm gonna sue the concept of Halloween.
we have to go. We can't be on this place anymore. I don't even know who's left. No one's responded to my group text.
Y'all, my group chat is just, ugh.
I was not invited to any group chats.
Well, it's because, look, we'd invite you, but you have this thing about, hours and taxable, and,
Yes, my time is precious to me.
exactly. And I think it's about time we got off this island. The island I was going to spend the rest of my life on. We have to warn Tom Nook. Maybe Isabel could do a broadcast that she sometimes does and warn everyone not to think about the things that we're not supposed to think about.
Pumpkins?
Ah! I start thinking about pumpkins.
Would you like to roll to not think about pumpkins?
Yes, please.
All right, roll me 2 fashion.
Ooh, I got a 2 and a 4. That's good, right? Yeah. I thought I start thinking about decorative gourds and swashes and stuff instead.
Argentinian gourd.
Fancy.
The really bumpy ones.
All right.
I start to think about protein bars and stuff like that.
All right. And obviously, Beefbig Stromboli, attorney at law, is just thinking about law and lawsuits.
Yes,
And
law
the
lawsuits and
spaghetti.
how I can apply pumpkin law to lawsuits.
Pumpkin law.
Pumpkin law.
So, where y'all heading?
City Hall.
City Hall.
Ooh, City Hall.
Yeah.
I have to hand deliver my very strongly worded letter.
Middle of the ocean. Just as an update from me is where I am headed.
Or you won't float too far because everything's netted in.
Damn it.
That otter's gonna find you.
You can never truly escape.
Pascal.
Pascal.
All right. So, you go back into City Hall. Ding, ding, ding. Well, howdy, y'all. You have returned.
That we have. I hand my very strongly worded letter to Tom Nook.
Yeah, this fall gourd course is really screwing up our Halloween party plans.
Yeah, people keep turning into things that we're not supposed to mention, like we mentioned before. But if we mention them, we'll think about them, and then we'll also turn into the things we're not supposed to mention.
I've experienced so much more emotional turmoil in the past few minutes.
Well, all right.
It's not all right. Don't you see? You need to make an announcement. Warn people to not think about the thing they're not supposed to think about if they turn into that thing.
Hello, everybody. It's Isabel. It is 11:32 a.m. on October 5th, and I just wanted you to know that last night I was watching a game show, and I don't really understand how they come up with all those questions. It seems like a lot, but I shouldn't be proudly gone about my TV habits. Anyways, have a great rest of your day.
Good, they got the message.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait a second.
I don't think that was truly helpful.
No, wait a second. If Isabel starts the announcements every morning by prattling on about her TV habits, then we won't think about fall gourds and turn into them because of Halloween magic.
We'll only be thinking about quiz shows. How about I turn into a quiz show host?
What would be so bad about that?
But
Sorry, that was a joke. That was inopportune.
I take back the letter and add an extra line.
I feel like he has a papers drawer set that's just for your lawsuits and
Yes,
whatnot.
exactly. I have been carrying a suitcase with me this entire time. That is where my inventory is.
He has a very well-organized briefcase.
Yeah, it is mostly all just filled with paper and pens and letters that I need to send to people.
Does it open up like a tackle box? Like it's that organized?
Yes, it opens up and there's like multiple shelves inside.
Yeah. But, Mr. Nook, I understand that normally it takes a day for us to put our stuff in boxes and then a day more for us to say goodbye to everyone and then we're gone. But I think this might call for an emergency evacuation of sorts.
Fair enough. Do you know where you would like to go to?
Oh.
Is this recompense for my emotional turmoil?
Somewhere not cursed
I will see what I can do.
would be nice.
I mean, the only other option is to see if, like, KK Slider can come here and write a tasty jam to free the island of its curse.
If anyone could, he could.
Let me see what I can do.
Please
KK.
write KK Slider.
Yes, it's Tom. No, not that Tom. No, not that Tom. Yes, that Tom. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, this October, this specific day, you were supposed to come. All right. Okay. And he hangs up the phone. All right. Please return in 5 minutes, and I will see what I can do with KK Slider.
Okay.
I walk outside, I run around the island a bunch, and then I come back to the main place.
I am timing the amount. He did say 5 minutes.
I'm making sure I bang out some push-ups outside of City Hall. You know, make sure I got that good pump going.
And when you all have returned, KK Slider is there, the seats are set up,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and he says, "WiggleZ."
You know my name.
Well, yeah, I do. And you know what else I know?
What else do you know?
It's somebody's birthday! And you see Dewey, and Bernice, and Canterbury, and Wesley, and Charcoal, and Pete, and also HippCatt
What?
pop back out of normal as everybody wishes you a happy surprise birthday party.
Yay.
Hey, I do the hands on cheeks, kick each leg at a time.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 Wiggles.
This is horrendous.
Oh, fun lining this up, Luke.
Legally, we can't use that song.
No, you can. They're dead.
Finally.
We are.
Yeah. It opened back up like 6 years ago after they died.
No one tell TGI Fridays.
Happy birthday.
TGI Fridays says it's your birthday now. Happy birthday from Fridays, all your TGI pals.
And many more.
And
I think my response to that is like, oh, that's why I got this chocolate cake in the mail. And I just pull out a cake. It's shaped like a pumpkin with a candle in it. Real creep show ending.
Hooray!
And that's the end. Finally, something that doesn't end on a really dour note.
Yeah.
End on like an absolute horror note.
Deus Ex birthday?
Yeah, Deus Ex birthday.
Or an action film note.
Happy birthday, Deus
Hooray!
Ex, from all of us here at
All of
RPG
us to
Pals
you.
Club.
Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. You've been listening to RPG Pals Club at rpgpals.club. But yeah, we're available everywhere. If you enjoy this podcast, please let us know. Also, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter, leave reviews. We have a Patreon, but no one really uses that, which, it is fine. But yeah, we also all have some other projects. I'm personally on Twitter at Koltreg, that's KOLTREG. And if you're looking for a new show to listen to, I am the producer of the new podcast Tales from the Outlands, which is a podcast about a D&D campaign I'm in with 17 other players, plus our Dungeon Master. So it's the Dungeon Master, one of the other players, and then me as the producer, in a much more reserved personality, talking about this wild campaign we're in.
And I've been Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. You can find everything I do on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. You can also give me money by getting my music at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com and get my new music as I release it at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. By the time you're listening to this, I have a game that I did music for called Retromania Wrestling, available February 26th.
I'm Gina Dazer. You can find me online at Twitter, if you still use it, because it's full of interesting things every day, at Adaser, Adaser. Or if you want to see some of the arts I'm working on, I have Patreon at Jean_Adaser. And, just be good to each other. Watch some episodes of Shinya Shokudo, the Japanese version. It's very good. The ones on Netflix are not the first 3 seasons, so it's worth it to look it up. It's just wholesome, good, slow experiences content. It's just nice.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frunding_Loom. You can also hear me on the Established Property Playhouse as Lem. We are doing a Pokemon Fun Time campaign with our Game Master Luke and our resident Crocodile Madison.
Hi, I've been Sahoni, also known as Gar Atkins, but you can find me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff, where I work as a game designer and podcaster. You can catch me on my other podcast, Barking Points Memo, which is a current events comedy podcast where we look at the news and then we yell about it, but hopefully in a funny way. You can also catch up with the progress of my almost completely done book, Exceptionals, which is an RPG inspired by X-Men about the spaces and communities that marginalized people made for themselves. And I'm basically just in the art phase right now, so I'm doing a lot of art streams lately. Would be fun to hang out and talk with y'all.
Hi, my name's Madison Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRecrew. Everything I do will be linked over there. You can also hear me on Luke's other podcast, the Established Property Podcast, as you heard before. I play Kaz, and you can also hear me on a podcast I do with my brother called Let's Make Something, a podcast about making stories from randomly generated words.